Hello everyone, today I'm going to be teaching you how to install NLang and then create a very simple program that will print hello world to the console. Now the first thing that we're going to do is actually install NLang, which is very easy. So we're going to first clone the repository. I'll add a link to the repository in the description, so I'll just quickly type it out. There we are. And now it's going to clone into the NLang directory right here. And there we are. So now if we cd into this directory here, we can just run make, and then there we are. It should start compiling. And now NLang is installed. So when it asks for your password, it's just copying it to your path. So now if we run NLang, we should see that it comes up with this right here. I'm going to do help, and we have all of the options. So I'm going to cd out of this and arm-r NLang. I'll just delete that manually. It's asking me for all that stuff. Alright, so now we're going to create our hello world program. So we're going to create hello.nl, but you can name it whatever you want. Now, because NLang branches off of C, it is very similar. We can just use C import to import a C file. We can do standard io.h. This provides us with hello world. And now we're going to create our entry point, or our main function. The way that we do this in NLang is we create function main, and then here are our arguments. I'm going to do int argc, and then our actually I won't do a char. I'll do it with the predefined strings. We're going to do array of strings, and it's going to be argv, and this will return an int. And now at the bottom here, we'll just return 0. So I'll just quickly break this down. Func stands for function, as you can imagine, and then this is our entry point, main. You can't have two main functions, it won't work. And here are our arguments, command line arguments. So we got argc and argv. So these are just if we run like hello a and b. These are our args here, and then this will return an integer. So now we're going to print hello world. It is the exact same as C, at least for the standard IO library, or header I should say. Here we are, and now if we compile this, we do NLang-o hello, hello.nl, -o means out, and then this is our file. And there we are, we haven't got any errors. It's created a NL bin directory and our hello file. If we do hello, it prints hello world to the console. Simple as that. Now, this directory right here, you'll probably never really need to worry about, but you can take a look at it if you'd like, or if you want to use it. If someone's like, oh, can you send me the C version? You can just click here, and it is the converted version of our program in C. Alright, so let's take a look at a couple of the other arguments that we can use in NLang. One of those being -cc, which is actually just this right here, which is, it's basically the same as just raw compiling it. If we do -cc to show, I'll do hello.c and then hello.nl. It just compiles it to hello.c. Another one of these arguments as well, which sprouts off of the compiler, which is going to be -g. This is where you can define your own compiler that you want to use. At the moment, I'm using GCC 12, but let's say we want to use Clang. So we can just go like that. We can go NLang -g Clang, and then we can say -o. We'll do hello Clang, and then we'll do hello.nl. And now it's compiled our program, but instead with using the Clang compiler. If we do something that doesn't exist, obviously, it doesn't work. The last argument that is probably the least useful, it's really only useful for if you're committing or making changes to NLang itself, is -d. But it can be useful if you're making a big project and you want to send someone how long it took. This is the debug argument. Now what this does is it tells you how long it took to compile, how long it took to parse, and how long it took overall. So let's try it out. We'll just do hello.nl. We don't actually have to supply an out as well, otherwise it'll just resort to main.nl out. As you can see, this is how long it took to compile in total. This is how long it took, when it says run, it means how long it took to turn this into this. and then compile time is how long it took GCC or Clang if we're using Clang. So if we do -g Clang, we can see this took not really that much of a different time. Clang and GCC kind of similar. I think actually it's using Clang as well. Yeah, there we are. So that's even different if we use GCC 12. That's mainly just because on Mac OS, when we used GCC, it resorts to Clang. But that's more in depth with the C compiler itself, and that doesn't really matter. It doesn't really affect this at all. Alright, so that's going to be it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you did learn something, or you like the NebulaLang language, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Anyways, goodbye.